Today's recipe, Nutty Caramel Chocolate Delight. Okay everyone, so to make the Nutty Caramel Chocolate Delight, here are the ingredients you'll need. I have butter, then I have some cream cheese, I have caramel Da Vinci syrup, I have unsweetened cocoa powder, then I have the sugar-free sweetener and some peanuts. So let's get started. And I am on extended induction, so I can have up to 1 ounce of nuts daily. So this is going to be for the entire recipe. So it's totally fine if you're on an extended induction, but if you are just on the first 2 weeks of induction, then you want to just leave the peanuts out. I chopped up the nuts. That was the first step in the process, and you can use your food processor for this, but in my opinion the food processor just makes it too fine. So using a knife works just as well, I think even better. So the next step is, let's get started making the delights. To add the softened cream cheese to the bowl. You can soften the cream cheese by putting it in the microwave for a couple of minutes, or you can leave it outside of the refrigerator for a couple of hours. Now I'm going to add also the softened butter. Let's go ahead and cream the cream cheese and the butter together. Okay, so as you can see, we have a uniform mixture with the butter and the cream cheese. And I'm just going to use a spatula to get these off the side, tidy things up a bit. Now I'm going to add the sugar-free sweetener. And I'm going to go ahead and whisk. Okay, so our mixture is nicely uniformed, and now I'm going to add the Da Vinci syrup, and this one is caramel. Okay, and our final step in the mixing process is to add the cocoa powder, and again, this is unsweetened cocoa powder. And I stopped halfway because I want to clean up the sides, just to make sure you get all the cocoa powder into the mixture. Now I'm going to add the remaining cocoa powder, and I'm going to continue to mix. Okay, and that's basically it. We're done. So time for me to lay this on the tray, and I'll be right back. So I just wanted to show you guys my whole setup. I have the Caramel Delight mixture here. Then I have the nuts that I chopped, and I have a tray that I lined with parchment paper. And now I'm just going to take small amounts using the spatula, and I'm just going to drop them on the tray. And I kind of spread it out a little bit because I want it to be kind of like a cookie. And I'm just going to continue to do this. Now you could also use a tablespoon to do this. I'm just so used to using the spatula. But definitely, if you're more comfortable using a tablespoon or whatever you're comfortable using, just go ahead and use it, and you'll be fine. My husband calls these chocolate bombs. When are you making those chocolate bombs? Okay, so we're done laying them out. That's what they look like. And again, if you're on induction, you can just leave it like this and stick it right in the freezer. But I'm going to add some nuts to it, just to the top of them. And I'm using peanuts. I don't know if I said that before. And it's only going to take 1 ounce of nuts for the entire recipe, which is actually just a serving size of nuts. So that's perfectly fine. Okay, so that's it. And I'll be back in a couple of hours once it freezes, and I'll show you the finished product. Okay everyone, so I wanted to show you what the Nutty Chocolate Caramel Delight looks like when it's out of the freezer. This is what it looks like, and I'm just going to take one off just to show you. And it peels right off the parchment paper, and that's what it looks like. I want to show you how this is so much like a cookie. See? It's good. Okay, so I'm about to put these in the freezer. So I hope you guys enjoy this recipe. The entire recipe will be listed on my website. It's lowcarb360.com. And as always, I thank you all for watching.